And under the wire tonight, I tell you what a busy, fabulous Friday it is. On behalf of Joe and I, we hope that your weekend is as amazing as your Friday was. So welcome to Handmade by Ying with Donna and Joe. And today is October the 4th, 2024, and it's 7 o'clock p.m. I have a lot of information for you tonight. So please, after I hit the chat, I'm only going to call out the channel supporters tonight to make the chat smaller so that I will be able to get everything condensed and in by 8 o'clock. So give me just a second. It doesn't mean I don't love you all. It just means I have to do this really quick. Michelle's Crafting More, hello. Greenland Quilter, hello, and welcome. I'm just going to skim. Dave's in the house. Thank you, Dave, for coming. I'm just going to go ahead. Iriselle Lady, hello. Squirrely Quilter, Brenda Foley, Guesso Nancy. I'm just trying to hit the ones I know. Debbie and Quilt Facts. Welcome, welcome. Candace, Mitzi. Janine's, what? Yikes, I'll be back after the scary. He did not do the scary tonight, did he? Let me know in the chat because I was busy back here getting ready. And if he did, I'm going to call Marty, I tell you. He better not be getting all of that scariness out already. Let me see. Candace, Brenda, Pat, Strawhouse Head, Donna, Joe, Handmade by Ying, and Sew Becca. So Becca's Pattern will wrap up tonight. And thank you, Joe. Pat says, thank you for the intro. Let me see, I'm just doing a quick skim. That free quilter in the house. Casey's in the house. And there was one more I wanted to make sure. I skimmed it and I was in a hurry tonight, so please forgive my rudeness. But there's a lot of information for all of you tonight. So, what a week, I tell you. I've been really crazy busy here on the back end and getting a lot of stuff done. Very, very productive. But I do have several prayer requests for all. And it's very important you hear me when I say this. Mary Jesus is having surgery on October 9th. Please keep her in your prayer. She is also a channel holder and a very dear friend. She is the one that I collab with for Project Dress a Girl. So please wish her a speedy recovery as she undergoes this surgery. Also, a very dear friend of ours in the squirreling community, Stasha, her mom passed away today, so please keep her in your prayers as well. All of those that are recovering from Helene, please, it's still catastrophic. Joe and I have backed off from the news because it's too upsetting to see all the devastation. And then Miss Pam Weber, she is also one of our dear friends. You've seen her in many chats. Please pray for her. It is a lot. And there's so many unspoken prayers out there, but these are the immediate ones that we know of. So please pray tonight, add them to your prayer list, because as we all know, when you lose a parent, you lose your best friend. And it's very, very hard. I have a lot to go over here. October 4th. Is today. Let me see. I have to read my notes, so bear with me. October 9th, I'm going to be doing my mother's recipe of sticky buns and rolls. It's in honor of my mother. So please watch for the Squirrely Kitchen episode at 1 o'clock. We've already pre-recorded, and Joe's going to do something very special for my mom. This Sunday, our Sew Sampler kicks off. And that's going to be at 12 o'clock noon. The Zoom link will be sent in our squirrel group tonight. At the conclusion of the live, Joe will set that up and I will drop it in. And we will try to pin it. So if you are if you are one of our super supporters, please watch for that. My moderators will also have that. So if you don't see it, please reach out to one of us, because it's going to be dropped in the squirrel group. And I'll also put it in our drop down bar under our YouTube channel, where members only. So you'll be able to see that. The glaze has wrapped up, and I'll show you Monday night my rendition of the glaze. I asked all of you that are out there tonight, if you have done the glaze with us, please share your pictures with us on the Ying's Pen Pals, or if you're one of our squirrels, please share it in that group. That way, we just like to see all of the beauty. I don't know how to do like Becca and bring the thing up for everybody to share all of your gorgeous projects. But if you wish to share with us, we would humbly ask that you do it in our squirrels group or our Ying's Pen Pal, so that we can all have a look-see. On October 14th, I'm going to be starting Tracy's pattern, and it's the basket weave. It's really a beautiful star pattern. If you haven't already gotten the pattern and wish to do it with us, please go to Tracy's channel and you'll be able to get that pattern. She is also giving away 3 of those patterns Monday night on my channel. So if you have submitted a dress for Project Dress Girl and your name's in the bin, you have a good chance of getting that. October the 11th, I am going to be kicking off next Friday night. Guess what time it is? It's Bargello time. You're only going to need 2, and I went way, way out of my comfort zone for this one. I'm doing what's called Tuscan Sun. And I will turn and see if I can get a little better view for you guys. Let me give it a little bit of shading. I have never used these colors before, and it's really not been one that I would have ever chose. But for some reason, this just really resonated and stuck out. And I was like, I'm going out of my comfort zone. I'm asking everybody that wants to learn the Bargello. I am going to go very slow on this one. And we're going to take baby steps. Normally, I can knock a Bargello with 3 to 4 rolls out in 2 weeks on the channel. This time, I'm allotting a full month so that we're going to talk you through every step of the way. This will be a Friday night, so some nights I'll end at 8. Sometimes, if there's questions, I will go a little bit over. No disrespect to Becca. But if you want to learn, that's the only way I can do it, is break it down into steps by step by step. My design wall is here, and you'll be able to see what I'm doing because we'll have a different camera angle set up, that when we get to the part to where we're making the weave, that's where you're going to be able to see your project come to life before you ever make your first pickings of designing, if that makes sense to you. It's going to be fun. So trust the process along the way. If you're interested in doing a Bargello, this one will be very, very slow paced. And I'm going to take my time with it because numbers still are hard for me. So when we get to where we're making the cylinder, I will have to mark every piece instead of pinning and just knowing what it is by visual. So I hope that makes sense to all of you. If you're going to be sewing the Bargello along with me, please drop a heart in the chat. It'll give me a gauge of who is doing it with me. I am going to be following, as I always do, the Ron Carlton pattern. That will be dropped in the description box below tonight, and my moderators also have that. So if they have time, they can drop it into the chat for you. And it's an easy pattern. That's why I think that would be the one that I'd be able to really hit hard and show everybody beginning to end. And I can't begin to remember how many Bargellos I've made. So it's going to just be fun and very slow pace for everybody. Tonight we are going to wrap up what I've dubbed the Becca quilt because I love this. And it's the garden trellis. We've done all of the work. I did jump ahead tonight. I've already got my borders, and I said borders on. And I'll be able to show you this way because I don't want to take it down yet. I've already starched it and it just needs a pressing as it dries. But Day had this fabric color and it's like a red dip navy in her stash. And it really makes these colors pop. So she mailed me that and God love her. She even pre-cut them for me. Now that's a friend, I tell you. So I had already had this border cut, so I just went ahead and added that. I always, when I get to this part of my quilt, I begin the process of making my pillowcase for it to be stored in if I'm blessing someone with. And I also do my binding. So I'm at that phase on mine. So that's just where we're at. On Sunday, Zaza, if you're in the chat, I need you to email me a picture of you. And there's a reason, so hit my email and just send me a picture. The finals face-off between Becca and Zaza will be Sunday for trivia. Winner take all, and there's a very nice gift that will be coming to one of the two ladies. They are the only two that will be on screen. They are going head-to-head at 9 o'clock. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, these two. And I just can't wait. They're both very, very intelligent ladies. Not that everybody else isn't, but it's always fun. They understand my language, even when I misspeak. So it's going to be fun. I have one last dress to add to our stockpile. And then Joe and I, within the next, I'm going to say like maybe next weekend, if we're not booked, I will get him to drive me to make the delivery. I can't ask her to meet me this year, not with having surgery and recovering. But this dress came in today from Miss Pam Weber. This was her final dress. And I've already added her name into the bucket to save time tonight. And it's going to be amazing when we turn that in. So that makes our dress count now a total of 170 dresses. To God be the glory, and thank you all for all you've done. We've had more trickle in. I was at 163 on the 2nd, and now we have gotten to where we have an amazing amount. There is a private note here. I will not go in its entirety, but what I will tell you is Pam Weber's husband had a stroke on April the 1st. Please keep them in your prayers. They're in the process of really working to get into a handicap home that'll make it easier for her to be able to take care of him. So she's asking for lots and lots of prayers. As stroke survivor, I understand her fear, her anxiety, and all she is facing right now, even though we have different kinds of strokes and things. It's no matter what, you're scared to death when you're facing it and you still don't know. So please pray for her as well as her husband, Pat. I'm going to take the mouse and slip into chat for just a minute before we get going because I saw a couple things and I want to make sure that I hit them really quick. If I can look at it. Zaza, she is in the house. I wanted to make sure. I thought she was, but not sure. For all those I have not said hello to, I am so sorry tonight. Just a lot of info, and thank you. Dragonfly for Donna. Woohoo! Trivia shutdown. So get your brains working, and if you are interested in coming on with Joe and I for the next round. It'll run for 3 weeks. Week 4, the last 2 standing, highest scores go head to head. And then we bless you with a gift. So you're going to have to email us and say, yes, I'm in. And if you are, we'd be glad to have you. Let me see. I want to make sure I've got everyone just joining. I've been without power, internet, spotty cell service. Donna, we'll be praying for you too, sweetheart. Sassy, we're going to be on Zoom after live if you've got a minute. Let me see. Carolyn Wilson. I'm just skimming. Hi, Donna. Sorry, dealing with all of that. It's okay. It is all okay. Everybody's going to be cryptozoology. Is that word of the day? Cryptology. Cryptozoology. Did I say it right, Heather? I thought I said it right the first time. That's the one I was looking for to go back to. And if not, let me know. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Giovanna. I'm back. I missed everyone. Sorry, I've been working on organizing my room. You get busy organizing. You're such an example for all of us, Lori. Lori, I am giving it my best shot. First time here. Wait a minute. The first time. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I thought I did, but I wasn't sure. Patrice, we finished the main build of the shed. Just need ladder and nesting boxes. Hello, everybody coming in. Now I'm officially really done this time with the mouse. Well, if the chat goes a little faster than I can handle, I am sorry. I have my cards. I picked a new stack and I literally sat down and went through, and there is duplicates. I thought the other week, someone say, oh, we had that card before. There's duplicates. Duplicate questions on different cards. Just ask in a different way. It makes no sense to me, but that's where we're at. So tonight, I'm going to work on, everybody has probably done, and if so, I'm sorry, but we're going to repeat. I had 1 extra block when I did the Becca quilt. So with that 1 extra block, I had 4 extra for my, Joe, can you hand me that pillowcase there? Let me show that first. Thank you, sweetheart. I made 4 extra blocks because of the sections, the way that it went for our other quilts, the glaze. So Joe's going to come down on the table. So I made a pillowcase and offset it and added more here. Hindsight, maybe I wanted it center, but I thought it kind of looked cool that way. And it turned out really cute. So when that quilt's finished and off of the long arm, and it will be hitting the long arm, I am hoping to get it loaded with assistance this week, and then I can start to play on it. That is going to be all ruler work. So it's going to take me a good bit of time because I can only stand for so long. But I really want to get back into ruler working and see how I can handle that. So I have 1 extra block here. So what I've done is I'm going to turn this into the pillowcase. I'm going to use the Burrito method. And if you have not heard of that, let me know. But basically all it is really simple. You're going to cut 27 inches width of fabric. That's going to be your big part of the pillow. Then your cuff is going to be cut at 9 and folded in half. And then your trim is going to be your second piece you lay down, and I'd be able to show you all that. So if I have this laid out right, and I really think I do, we're going to see. So I'm going to move my machine back out of the way. And I have it all lined up here. And you're going to take the bottom and you're just going to start rolling it. It's going to be like a big old burrito. And all you're going to do is roll it as tight as you can. And then when I get it up closer on the table, I will make it even tighter. I can show you before I do the roll. But I really like mine tight. The tighter I get it, the easier it is for me to be able to pull it through itself. And I show you here. Your first piece is your cuff. The next piece is your pillowcase as whole. And then the third piece is going to be your trim. So you're going to have all of the right sides facing up. So this, my trim is this pretty star fabric. Then this is just plain white cream. And it matches the cream that's in the quilt. So let me get this out of the way. Here is word of the deaf from me. Drosophila. Just finished pillowcases and putting gifted quilt. Great method. So now that I have it all rolled up, you can see I have this blue here. I'm going to pinch it and I'm going to fold it over on itself. So I'm going to take this and it's going to be very, very tight and just pull it around. So where I have my pins, I probably put up wrong way. I did. Needed to go this way. And it's not hard to figure when you mess up. You have to fix it really quick. So you're going to fold this up right over top. And I cannot pull my clips out. So I do pin. And I stick my pins in sideways and I use very, very small pins. And I'm just going to, I want to say about every 4 or 5 inches for the whole length, which is 42 inch. And I want to make sure that I'm taking my fingers and pushing this in because I don't want anything that's going to catch it. Nothing worse than having that caught and you can't get it out. And the burrito method seems to be easiest one. And I really like the way it is. The meaning is any fruit fly of the genus. Way to go, Day. I think you and Heather are so funny. You pick me really, really good words. I've made pillowcases, but not the burrito one. The burrito one is the simplest that I can find to make, and it makes sense in my brain. Hello, Miss Shelley. I miss you, sweetheart. I know you become workaholic, but we do miss you, sweetheart. I hope you can join us tonight. We're going to hang out for a little while. Hello, Joe and everyone. Sorry, I'm late. We understand, and I'm glad you be working. That way you can take time off to hang with me when we travel across the world. And who else? There was one. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, guys. You want to tell everybody hello? They have not seen you in forever. Let Peppies. Can you see? You're going to have to duck down. You have to duck down. They don't want to talk to your belly. She finally made an appearance on a Friday night. It's okay. The French seams are rough though. Maybe I haven't had Trouble. October will be the spooky words. Stop it. I won't answer. I will sick patent on all of you.
What?
No, what? Everybody's telling you hi. My ride or die buddy. I love a good Friday night when we get to hang. Yes.
My Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll have to.
You have to take my phone and print from there, I guess.
How to print from there.
Well, I can't stop in the middle of a live to show you.
Figure it out.
Yeah. You have to have printer hooked up to your cell phone, sweetheart.
This is so cute.
I can't tell you. I'd have to kill you. It's not for you.
That's so cute. I want it.
No, it's not for you. You want everything. Hey, she looks like you, Donna. I know, right? She is her mama's mini for sure. So I go ahead and I keep it really tight to the 1/4 inch. And I just take my time because I really enjoy the process of this. And oh my goodness, I made strawberry jam today in the kitchen. And I tell you what, amazing it turned out. I used my bread maker, and I think Joe thought I was losing it, to put fresh fruit in the bread maker to make jam. But I did it just like the recipe called for, and I tell you what, it made its own pectin and turned out amazing. Peyton was my first sampler, and she's like, oh my holy goodness, it's better than the Welsh that we always get. So I know I'll be doing that again. And all it was the frozen strawberries from the market I had in the freezer for her and I to do our flurries. And I was like, I give it a shot. Well, I'm telling you, amazing. So if you have a bread maker, you can do it. Donna, give that baby that quilt. I can't. I just can't. You know I can't. It's not my quilt. And she would take it in a second. And then what am I going to do? You guys are too funny. Peyton does favor you a lot. Yes, she does. My daughter and I favor each other. My son and I do. They have strong genes. So now we've got our burrito, and I get to sit back, have a sip of tea, and pick my burrito. Thank you, guys. She is my ride or die. Donna, you make another one. That fabric was donated for that project, or I would. You know what I mean? They will have to send you a message. Yeah, it's not even my fabric. It's for that special project. So my hands didn't work great, so it's going to take me a few minutes so I get to chat with you. Candace, make another one. I'd have to get with Lisa. Do a lot of Quilt Retreat friends saying, send me more, send me more. I make her one, but not with Sea Life. I have the pattern. Maybe something come up for Christmas, but she really likes Bargellos. You know? So just keep pulling and take your time. Remember, you're not in a hurry. Joe would have already thrown it out the window by now. She has to learn that she cannot have everything she wants. Thank you, Giovanna. Yeah, that one, if it was for me, I'd say, go ahead, because once the newness wear off, it'd be back in my arms. But it's made for someone else. And once you get like the halfway points, it really comes out a lot easier. You can use a serger on it if you wish. I did not set up the serger. That would have made it so much easier. What was I thinking? Right? But it's okay. So now I've got it really good and wrinkled. I'm not scared of blondes over there. Your quilt turned out beautiful, Donna. I had to see it all together to see the full beauty of it. You are so sweet. Yes, that one has a home, and it had a home the minute I began it. And it's been a long time coming. I love your quilt, Donna. I haven't finished mine yet. Bring it to retreat, one of them. We will get you to finish. So, all you need to do, and I did heavily starch, right? That's what we do. And I want to get it really flat. Even though the pillow will have wrinkles in when someone puts their little face upon it. I'm doing it better this way. Get my iron good and hot. Katie, I'm good. How are you? You guys, I love it that you all get to chit chat. So, do I have any takers coming up for the next round of the trivia? Or do you want me to give up the trivia and get back to just sewing? It's up to you guys. I have fun either way, but the reading really helps me. You never knew what I'd be up to over here. And I left my sim pressed in when I did this to make sure I have everything lined up very, very well. And even though I know this is going to line up, I'm still going to stick a few pins in it so it does not slide on me. Because we all know that can happen ever so easy. Shake it. And in this, to make sure I don't get stuck, I will make sure that I'm using my big pins. The little ones, I do get stuck a lot. What else have I forgotten to tell you? I did finish David for legitkits, and I tell you what, that was amazing. I learned a lot as quilter, and it was just, it turned out beautiful. I did drop it in all the groups that I belong to because I was very proud of that. So you've got right sides together. And I have everything pinned. I am going to strongly recommend you back tack at the top and bottom. And I always sew very close to my edge. It's up to you. It makes my French seams come in so much easier. And I've made several of these, and up until this week, I honestly, with the stroke, I could not remember how to make it, so I had to look it back up again. And Dave was like, you got this. Because I made, Janine had showed me how to make them. And it was easier, and it keeps the dust off of your quilt. So I could have pivoted, but I don't do that when I do mine because I do the really close edge here. And this fabric is beautiful, but this first time my moda is threading on the ends. And it's never happened with any of my fabric with them before. But this one, it does just a smidge. So I don't want to deal with that. All those little pesky strings. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and just see all these strings. I've never had this with any of my fabric before. But I don't know whether it's just this one. I don't know. But the whole time I was building this quilt, I had to deal with all these strings. And I just don't want to sit when I turn this inside out and have to try to pull all of those, you know? So for me, it's so much easier to just take a second now and save me hours later getting all those strings. And then this will be hid with the burrito method, and no one will ever know that all of this strings was driving me crazy, right? Okay, so now we're going to turn it right back out. And push your corners really well. And it will really help you a lot with this. And I come all the way up that seam, and I make sure that I did not miss anything. I'm pretty sure I did not. But it's easier to fix now. I'm Kathy Nelson. Hello, everyone. First time viewing your channel. Donna, your quilts behind you are beautiful. Hello, Kathy, and welcome. I hope you enjoy all that we've got going on over here, Kathy. I went to school with a girl named Kathy Nelson. That name's so pretty. So I've got it pulled out just about as tight as I can do. And I'm going to press that seam. With using the light fabric, I'm going to be able to see exactly where I want to sew for that French seam. And by doing the press and roll and twist it just a little bit and stick your hand in there, don't be afraid. It will help you as you're pushing it up and you're pushing that seam in nice and tight. And then on this part, honestly, I'm going to go down here to the bottom and repeat the same thing. Press that in as tight as I can get it, all the way to the corner. And then I'm going to press it down. So I'll be able to see on this side exactly what I need to do for the corner. And this will hide that seam in its entirety. And it's going to be amazing. Just got here. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. So you can decide where you want to start with your French seam. I've got it pretty flat. So I like to make sure, like I said, I did very scant. So this time I'm going to do a full 1/4 inch. Not the 1/4 like when we're sewing, but I'm going to do 1/4 inch. And I'm following my line all the way down. No fuss, no muss. It goes in very, very easy. You won't have to worry about anything sticking out. And the whole thing will be hidden. I will come all the way off once again. Flip it over and do something. And you won't believe what happened. Bobbin chicken, and I lost again today. I tell you what, I wish this machine had a signal that say, hey, Donna, guess what? Change your bobbin. This is my third bobbin today. I've been stitching up a storm. Yes, I'm enjoying this very much. We'll have to give the Burrito pillowcase a try. I tell you what, it's amazing. I really, really like it. It's one of the easier ones, and for us that have children, grandchildren, and you have them in the fabric store with you, they pick out something cool, and then you can show them. This is easy method to teach them, or make it and surprise them for when they come for visits. I know my granddaughter loves it when she comes in and finds a new pillowcase on her bed. She never knows what I'll do. So that is it. I put my machine away, put all of my sharps out of the way, and we will flip it and see what we have. And I take one here, and just grab a handful and pull through. Mine has the alarm, but it goes off too early. Love the blues. I have 5 granddaughters, and every one of them love blues. Mine loves the blues. If you grew up in my community, I was a Fort Hill girl, and that was my school colors, blue and white, red and white, and Joe's is blue and white. But somehow I fell in love with the color blue. Kind of like the guy, I guess. And all of our grandchildren's school colors are the blues. So let me press this before I show you. And I think you're going to like it as much as I do. I made them for children. I drive to school for Christmas. What a fabulous idea. Hi, Charlotte. Welcome. Donna, have you done the stained glass legit kits? No, it's still in testing. I will have that quilt in sometime very shortly. I test, and some I keep, some I don't. And that's not one that I keep. But I do want it that I can do on the channel. But I don't want, I will change one thing in mine. So it looks all like stained glass. But I keep saying I will. My heart says take out the cat and the pumpkin. I think it would be beautiful either way, but I would like to, I don't know, I keep bouncing back and forth. Dorlin Dale, hi beautiful. I have not saw you in forever, my friends. I miss you tremendously and hope that all of your travels have been fun. I live vicariously through you. All of the fun you're having, girl. So just press these out. And the first time it's washed, it's going to wrinkle up. If it was on in my house on my beds, I would probably press it out because I like crisp sheets in. But you do whatever's best for you. If you don't like to iron, and I do, I'm not against spending an hour or so pressing it. It makes me feel good to know it's done. So I'm done with the iron tonight. So let me show you. I probably could have moved this up further, but you don't know where their face is going to lay. So when I laid it there when I did not want center that way. I did center this way, if that makes sense. So they'd be able to lay like face there, because you maybe use the back. I don't know. But let me know what you think. I kind of like it. And I'm getting in the habit of, when I make a quilt, make the pillowcase then. And that way it's done. And I always make sample blocks when I do projects. And that's the perfect, use the fabric you're going to use and use that sample block for your pillowcase. Just a thought. So this will stay with the quilt now all the way through. And easy peasy, right? I don't have a watch here, Joe, to know what time it is. Okay. You want to do a giveaway? And no, wait and do giveaway on Monday. That's okay. Yeah, I'll just wait. So let me see. I can slip into the chat and talk a little. Does anyone have any questions about the burrito, any of the projects that we're going to be doing? Now's the time to ask, because I have a few minutes that I can just sit here and chit chat with all of you. Are you liking the kitchen episodes on Wednesday? I love having Marty in the kitchen with me. And Joe promised me faithfully, we're not going to have that Halloween creepiness show up in my kitchen. He said, no. I promise. So if you guys see that shenanigans in my kitchen, you call me. Don't text me. Call me. He made me promise. Yes, good. I'm glad you like them. Next week, I have schoolhouse brownies on the menu. And, yum. This week, this coming Wednesday is Mom's Rose. The following Wednesday is going to be Schoolhouse. Joe's got me on a schedule where I record 1 week ahead now. So he has time to do the video. Thank you, Joe. Yes, he's sparing us one video a week. I have a lot of videos to catch up on. Donna, God bless you. So, let me see. Love the recipe videos. I do too. I'm really enjoying them. My daughter says she can't eat any more sweets. So she's kind of like, keep them at your house, keep them at your house. So I'm feeding the neighbors and my therapist. This week they got sourdough bread because I wanted to try a recipe. Joe didn't like it. I loved it. So it's all, Joe, make a jack-o'-lantern that winks. Heather, stop it. Be careful what you wish for, because he has a picture of you. Watch him put your face in there going wink, wink, wink. You never know what this guy will come up with, Heather. I enjoyed the soup video. That I make a lot of soups, and from now on, when I do my soup videos, I am going to try to do 2 or 3 soups at one time. It just makes sense because I like to cook my soups in big batches. So I've got taco soup coming up, stuffed pepper soup, and lasagna soup. So that's the 3 that I will be doing next. Mike crushed dislocate. Whoa, wait a minute. Mike, hold on, I can't read. Mike crashed dislocated right shoulder and back. So travel plans are on. Oh, Dorlyn, I am so sorry, sweetheart. I am definitely sorry. Casey, I will have Joe print that for me and we'll give it a try. I love it. If you guys have recipes you want me to try, my kitchen, your kitchen. I will try it. Make a pot of chicken and sausage gumbo. send me recipes and I will bring them to the kitchen. We love a lot of soups and winter's coming on, so my freezer we use downstairs to get them flat. And then we bring them upstairs and then I stockpile so it's easy for us. Dorleen, we be praying. That is just, I can't wait to make the white bean chicken soup. I'm telling you, it is the bomb. You, instead of using chicken like I did and dumping it in or letting it cook, you can even make it go faster to make if you get rotisserie chicken. They had told me about rotisserie, that it speeds up some of the projects that I do. By getting it already pre-cooked, all I have to do is shred it and add it to whatever. Let me see. Praying for Mike, absolutely. All right, guys, it's about time for me to wrap up. I will see you guys, if you're channel supporter, I will see you in the Squirrels Zoom meeting Sunday. I'll open it up about 11:45 so we can all be together when that first block drops. Janine, myself, I believe Heather, but don't quote me, we'll all be around in that Zoom. So if one of us isn't there, the other will be, and we can walk you through how to do and read these blogs. Good night. God bless. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And it's always a pleasure to have you. Remember, pray for your neighbors. Bye-bye, guys.